Hi, Caspar here on the 17th of June 2019, and I've recently had my case of 2004 Lafon-Rochet delivered St Estèphe, and I've got a bit of a soft spot for the 04s, slightly maligned, and you know, there is a bit of greenness here and there in some of the wines, and yeah, but they, you know, the best of them have this classical styling. You know, they're fresh, they're cool, they're well defined. I'm looking at a wine that's, yeah, I mean, it's got some elements of maturity about the colour. It's nice and ruby still at the core. It's a deeply coloured wine. Looks quite rich. And yeah, there's ain't just something green about the nose. It's a bit sort of mossy, I think, perhaps. There's other things going on. It's got a rich, dark, sort of plummy blackcurrant sort of aroma. The wood is still slightly evident, and a graphite, sort of gravelly, sort of stoniness to it. It's a nicely rich nose, but it's quite well defined. It's sort of elements of sort of dried herbs maybe as well. Nicely defined thing, and you know, it's got kind of plush, cool entry of no great dimension, which I quite like. You know, I don't want always to drink massive great wines, and I don't want the alcohol on this. Actually, let's have a look. 13, which compared to some of the monsters being produced today, including the recently released 18s, is really quite modest. Got a slightly biscuity note and blood and iron. And palate has an iron character to it as well. And then this really juicy structure kicks in. Some quite assertive, you know, with a small A and in a sort of quite a small dimension. Tannins arrive and become sort of make it St Estèphe really. It's like a sort of looking at Mike Tyson when he's standing some distance away. You know, it's got the St Estèphe stone and steel and but in a lower register. It's nicely long. It's and quite frankly, it could be nothing other than claret. It has a density of fruit, it sort of melds with the structure halfway through and becomes, the structure sort of takes over from the fruit, I suppose, sort of halfway through, pushes forward and musses up at the end into this busy sort of rocky, juicy, fresh complication at the end. Nice length, nice wine. You know, I like it. I don't want all my wines to be super ripe, I must say. I don't want many of my wines to be super ripe, probably. It's a cool climate claret. You don't get many of those these days, I must say. But it's archetypal claret. I mean, you couldn't mistake it for anything else. And I think some of the wines I've tasted these days, recently, you know, some of the wines I taste, the Bordeaux's taste like international Bordeaux blends that really have no commune terroir definition. So I think this is extremely welcome. I think people might possibly berate it for a little touch of greenness about it, but and presumably, given the colour of the label and indeed the colour of the Château, which is painted the same colour, the owner has cheese in mind when accompany the wine. So I'm going to try it with some cheese later on, but I like it. You know, it's dry. It's that spice and minerality and it's spare, it's transparent, it's rewarding. I like it. You know, it makes you think a bit. It's classic claret, slightly architectural. Very nice. There we are. 2004 Lafon-Rochet. Yeah, I've got another. I think I have had one actually. So maybe there's another 10 bottles left in the case. But I'm going to enjoy them all, I have no doubt.